We've all been there. An email hits your inbox reminding you that a work deadline is closer than it may appear and approaching fast. This author's moment arrived with an inquiry as to the ETA on a first test review for the manual transmission 2023 Toyota GR Supra. Gasp! Having an ETA would mean the review would have penetrated my consciousness in the first place, when it most certainly had not. Partly, this could be chalked up to procrastination, but some of it has to do with the GR Supra's new manual transmission, a much-anticipated addition we found to be somewhat forgettable after an initial drive. What to do? Luckily for you, dear reader, I have read around a half-dozen breathless stories about how OpenAI's ChatGPT is simultaneously the death of academia, computer programming, security, and civil society as a whole. If you're not familiar, ChatGPT is an impressive artificial intelligence app that, using a single sentence input, can spit back a fully fleshed-out college essay. Surely it could also help me quickly write a car review, prompt by prompt? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? ChatGPT, write an introductory paragraph for a review of the 2023 Toyota GR Supra manual. The Toyota Supra is an iconic sports car that has won the hearts of car enthusiasts around the world. The manual version offers the perfect balance between control and power, giving drivers an unparalleled experience. With precise handling and razor-sharp responses, the Supra manual is an all-round package for those who appreciate a classic sports car. In this review, I'll be covering everything from its performance to its features to give readers an insight into the Toyota Supra. Not bad. Nice work, computer. Maybe too nice, as this is a first test, not a first look, and I will be covering pertinent test data and not everything there is to know about the GR Supra manual. Also, although the Supra is pretty precise, razor-sharp responses is a bit of hyperbole. And I would have written it razor-sharp reflexes. Reads better, no? Still, I can see how this sort of AI will destroy both the college essay and automotive journalism, if not for the simple fact that ChatGPT can't actually drive or review a car and thus obviously has never driven the 2023 GR Supra manual. Computer, what's the difference between a Toyota Supra with an automatic transmission and one with a manual transmission? The difference between a Toyota Supra with an automatic transmission and one with a manual transmission is that the manual requires the driver to manually shift gears, while an automatic does this for the driver. Manual transmission, SiC, also typically provides better fuel efficiency than an automatic transmission, but with a cost of requiring more driver input and experience behind the wheel. Yeah, I mean, I give a human student turning this one in as C+, max. Though the ChatGPT robot brings up a good point, we drove the new Supra manual around streets of Willow, a small racetrack in the desert north of Los Angeles, and I don't know about you, but man, does a row-your-own transmission complicate things. You quickly learn why no modern race car has a stick shift, as they tend to just slow everything down. The GR Supra's 8-speed automatic transmission is a better partner in this regard, as it can be left to its own devices on a circuit. There is, of course, an undeniable challenge to executing the perfect shift, an art if you will, and some people just like manuals better, even on racetracks. That's why Toyota is finally, suddenly, offering this option after initially waffling on the idea when the Supra was resurrected for 2020. Well, that and Toyota surely caught wind that Nissan would be launching the newest Z car with both automatic and manual transmissions. ChatGPT, write a paragraph describing the driving experience of a Toyota Supra manual. The driving experience of a Toyota Supra manual is quite pleasant, offering smooth shifting and precise handling. Acceleration is strong and smooth, thanks to the power of the turbos, and the brakes feel reliable and able to slow the vehicle down quickly and effectively. The steering is precise, and precise feel allows the driver to confidently maneuver through tight corners and challenging roads. The overall experience of driving the Toyota Supra is enjoyable, and the car is sure to bring a smile to the face of those who take it out for a spin. Okay, well, remember ChatGPT hasn't actually driven the Supra, so this bit of faking it until it makes it is baselessly incorrect. The Supra's manual is anything but precise. It's fine, and that's probably the best way to describe the overall shifting experience. This 6-speed manual is the same ZF gearbox BMW has used for years, and the same one found in the discontinued Jaguar F-Type manual. Although Toyota has found a way to make it less floppy and ropey than the way BMW typically sells them, it's fairly average for something Supra fans so vociferously waited 3 years for. Besides not altering my opinion of the GR Supra, the stick shift also makes the sports car feel slower. To put some hard numbers to it, the manual Supra is slower than its automatic-equipped siblings, needing 4.3 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour compared to the auto's 4.0-second performance. This is despite the manual model being a skosh lighter, 3,342 versus 3,395 pounds. It's the same story in the quarter mile, with the manual hitting the traps in 12.8 seconds at 114.0 miles per hour versus 12.3 seconds at 114.7 miles per hour for the Slushbox Supra. The manual does stop 1 foot shorter from 60 miles per hour, 100 feet versus 101, and also pips out a win on our figure-8 track, which it laps in 23.7 seconds against 23.8. That's what 53 fewer pounds nets you. ChatGPT, write a paragraph about how the Toyota Supra manual is just an average-to-drive sports car. The Toyota Supra manual is an average-to-drive sports car. It has a smooth, responsive 6-speed manual transmission that allows you to enjoy the performance of the engine and stay in control of your driving experience. The Supra also has sharp steering and great handling characteristics that make it an enjoyable ride. It is also built with quality materials and is reliable enough to be a dependable everyday driver. With its combination of performance, reliability, and style, the Toyota Supra is an excellent choice for drivers looking for a car that can do it all. ChatGPT, you're kind of floundering here. Hey, at least I have some job security for the time being. From my notes, and, again, we actually drove and tested the Supra. The relatively short wheelbase Toyota remains loosely set up, with a propensity for oversteer. The inline-6 engine is powerful and can scoot the Supra up to speed with gusto, but this isn't a scalpel-sharp vehicle, even if it is far quicker and more buttoned down than the roly-poly new Nissan Z. I think the big problem for the Supra, manual or otherwise, is how unengaging it is on a track. Going 25 more laps in the new Toyota GR Corolla gets me more excited than the same task in the Supra. And let's not forget this Supra is the opposite of cheap. It starts at $59,440, and we're talking about $62,280 as tested. That's close to $10,000 more than a comparable Nissan Z manual. That said, we do prefer the Toyota to the Nissan.